Everybody wants to be a beast. Everybody wants to be number one. Everybody wants to be the best. Everybody wants to succeed. Everybody wants to have, to be, and do what they feel they've been called to do. The challenge becomes that most of us, when it's time to do what beasts do, we don't do it. I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I just woke up recently and it was 2:45. I looked at the clock and I said, look, between me and you, we got an agreement. It's 3 o'clock. It's 2:45 right now. And the average person in me said, E.T., just pull the covers back over here. It's okay. You got 15 minutes. The phenomenal in me said, E.T., if you go back to sleep for those 15 minutes, there's no guarantee you're going to get up at 3 o'clock. If you go back to sleep right now, you might wake up and it's 4 o'clock. You might wake up and it's 5 o'clock. You might wake up and it's 6 o'clock. All you have is right now. Are those 15 minutes that sweet that you're going to push back your dream, that you're going to push back your goal? Everything you've ever wanted, son, you're right there.
Are you gonna go back to sleep and dream about success, or wake up and go chase it?
Everybody wants to do work when they're feeling strong and they're feeling refreshed. But what's more important is when you actually do the work when you're feeling tired and feeling weak and feeling lazy. When you have those feelings, it's even more important to step up and get some. The weakness is like a little demon in your head. It's gonna tell you nice little things, try and steer you down the wrong path. And you know what it sounds like? Train smarter, not harder. No, actually, keep training hard. Too tired, too hungry, too sore, too hot, too cold, too whatever. Well, ask me what I do when I get those little feelings running around. Well, let me tell you what I don't do. I don't tell everybody. No, I actually just keep that to myself. As a matter of fact, I don't even let those words run around inside my own brain housing group. I keep it secure, locked it down. My internal voice, I told it to shut up. I told it that I am busy doing something, so stop talking. I'm busy right now, so go away. And if you want to have a conversation, come back later when I'm done getting after it.
Some of you a beast until it's uncomfortable. You a beast when the weather is right. You a beast when you play in your position. You a beast when everything is going right. But sometimes stuff start happening where it's uncomfortable. You start to break, you start to bend, you start to fold. Every time you run up against a trial, you stop and you cut off beast mode. And you gotta learn to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. It ain't always gonna be the way you like it. It's not always gonna be comfortable. The conditions ain't always gonna be perfect. But if you want this, if you really want this, you gotta learn to sacrifice. You gotta learn to give up to go up.
Folks see how much I work out, and they think I'm running from demons. It's not demons, it's discipline. And I'm a disciple of discipline.
You want to know the cure to laziness? It's discipline. I don't care how good you are at anything. If you don't have discipline, you're nothing. Because you give up under the slightest struggle without discipline. And discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Mindset's the only thing that gets you through hard times.
When you're tired, when you're exhausted, when you don't feel like working, you are in control of your mind. Don't let your mind control you. You just have to assert your will. Your feelings will not cooperate with your dreams. Beat your feelings into captivity, because when you beat your feelings into captivity, that's what discipline is.
When you feel like giving up, don't. When you're thinking about giving up, don't. When it look like you ain't gonna make it, keep going. When they tell you you can't, come on, man, who are they? When they tell you you're not gonna make it, don't believe them, man. Don't believe them. You got to be relentless. Quitting guarantees the failure. Once you quit, it rules out any chance of succeeding. The mere waking up every day, putting the next foot in front of the next foot, at least keeps you in the game.
But you can choose in the midst of all of this that's going on to be happy in spite of life's challenges. See, a lot of us, because of our limited vision of ourselves, a lot of us who begin to focus on problems and enable them to overwhelm us, we begin to think that we have no options. We begin to believe that there's no way out. Well, guess what? There's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.